Good morning and welcome, everyone, to another edition of the First Family of Las Vegas's daily free winner show, brought to you by the best website on the planet, your one-stop sports betting shop, Sports Memo. Now, guys, we've got a great show for you today. We got our A-team going today, guys. Let's bring everybody on because this is an amazing show. We've got Jeff Michaels, a.k.a. James Sports, Eric Pauly, who's taking a vacation to Europe pretty soon, and the doctor making a house call, Dr. Chuck. Welcome, guys. Let me start by saying, first of all, I know I do a lot of content here on the Sports Memo channel, and while I was on vacation, I'd like to thank the three of you for not just really stepping up and doing a lot of extra shows, but for hosting. Now, I will thank Dr. Chuck and Eric Pauly for not taking jabs at me like some other hosts. No, I'm just kidding. You guys did a great job, and I really think that it was very refreshing, and I'm confident we're going to be seeing a lot more of each of you hosting more shows in the very near future. Let me put it that. So, Jeff, Eric, Doc, welcome. It is Tuesday. It is the First Family. Second day back. Yesterday I was long-winded, even longer than I normally am. But we've got some great things we want to tell everybody about. But before we do that, before I start every show, good morning, Dionne.
Good morning. Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday. We're going to get into a few special things about Tuesday. Yesterday we had some comments on the show about the concerts we go to. Dionne and I are concert aficionados. I don't want to say the word junkie, but aficionados. We see 150, 200 shows a year here in Vegas, and why not? It is the entertainment center of the world. Tonight, we're going to go see our buddy, one of the, I don't say the oldest, one of the most seasoned comedians in the world, Kathleen Dunbar. She's going to be at the Nevada Room. We love her. We love you, Kathleen. She actually renamed Circus, excuse me, guys, shithole. So, and everybody in town calls it that. It is ridiculous, but it has caught on the last few years. We love her. She's great. We're going to see her Thursday.
Yes. Our
good friends Tammy Down and Ronnie Simmons and one of the best rock bands ever. I know Jeff Michaels knows who they are. Faster Pussycat. We're going to be at Vamp with them. We're going to have a blast. They come off tour with LA Guns, Tom Kiefer of Cinderella, and they're doing a special performance over at Vamp, one of our favorite places in town to see a show, guys.
Nice little local bar.
We've got some other things we want to tell you about, guys. The rainstorms here in Vegas or in Southern Nevada went again last night. I will tell you this. I'm here 32 years. While I love Las Vegas, there's a few things we certainly are a little behind the times here. Greatest city in the world. No other place on the planet is even 50 years behind us in gambling. Centrally located anywhere you want to go around this Grand Canyon, Hoover Dam, California, Mexico, anywhere, Colorado, skiing, Utah, wherever you want to go, we're centrally located. Best day and nightclubs in the world, even though I'm too old for them. The best hotels in the world, and certainly the best entertainment in the world. But, guys, I want to tell you right now, we're a little behind the times. If we get, and I'm not joking, 5 minutes of strong rain, the town floods. So if we get an hour, people lose power, people lose water, people lose their lives. I'll be honest, unfortunately, and I'm not a downer, but we have a large homeless population that live actually in some of the aqueducts here. And let me tell you, man, they needed a lot of EMTs down there to help them out. I'll tell you that. So my hat's off to them, to the EMTs, and prayers to all those people that really struggled. But yesterday, we stormed again.
We did.
We stormed again. Guys, the last time I seen rain like this, Noah built himself a boat. It is that bad. People, I mean, listen, guys, for Dr. Chuck, Jeff, and Eric, guys, every casino had floods. The Circus Sportsbook was 2 feet underwater. 2 feet. Now, they did a great job cleaning it up because the next day, they weren't going to lose any sports bets. The next day, people were in the book betting, so my hat's off to them. But cars were floating up out of underground parking lots and floating on Las Vegas Boulevard. It's funky and funny to see, but it is some crazy stuff. So, in the next few weeks, there's going to be some cleanup, but we had some issues. We had a water issue 2 nights ago. I was unshaven yesterday because I couldn't even jump in the shower. Compared to what everybody else is going through, it's a minor, it's not even but I'm just saying, there's a lot of people still without power. So I just want to tell you, Vegas is a tough city. We're resilient. We love you, Vegas. We'll be back and better than ever. Something else I want to bring up, the 19th and 20th is the official meet and greet for the Wager Talk Sports Memo families. I know a lot of the cappers that are your favorite cappers. Some of the guys here on this panel are going to be there. And I want you to know, for everybody that wants to come out and meet their favorite cappers from Wager Talk or Sports Memo, most of us will be there at the Westgate Superbook. Guys, we're going to be there 2 days. We have 3-point shooting contests. We have golf contests. We have drinking contests. I'm not getting in it with some of these guys, I'll tell you that. No, we've got some great things happening. Even our good buddy Teddy Covers is having a house party. My God. Oof. I hope he has home insurance. I'll tell you that. But we have a lot of great things. So this is a great time to come and meet some of your favorite cappers and some of your favorite personalities. Some of your favorite columnists, cappers. Joe Ranieri, the second best host in the business. No, I'm kidding. One of my favorite people in the world. And certainly, I got to tell you, man, he does the best content I've ever seen. He'll be over there. We have some great people going to be there. All our leaders will be there. Johnny will be there. Johnny D, the Prez, Marco. This is going to be a great function. Kelly will be there. Dionne and I, the first family, will be there. So come on out and join us. It's going to be a lot of fun. Now, before we give out any winners for today's card, guys, we have 5 big winners for you today on today's baseball card. We did it. You helped us hit 5,000 subscribers over at the YouTube channel. But we can't rest on our laurels, can we?
We cannot.
We want to hit 10,000 during football, and only you can help us get there. So hit that subscribe button. We need your help to do it. Let us get there because we want to keep giving you the best content out there. And I will tell you this. We have some shows in the works for the fall schedule that will revolutionize sports betting. You want to be a part of it. Hit that subscribe button, guys. Other than that, we want you to head on over to sportsmemo.com for all the information you need on daily picks, free picks, season-long packages, promos, plenty more. We have some other things we'd like to tell you about. Dionne, take it away.
We do. Joey and I have an amazing discount going on right now. Second half of MLB from either myself or Joey, just $2.99. All you have to do is use code 1STFAM, $2.99 upon checkout. That'll get you the second half of MLB for just $2.99. We also
But we're not done yet, Dionne.
We have another great special.
Scrolling across that page.
Anybody on the First Family Show from any of the handicappers on our show, $30 off any 7-day package or a 7-day all sport access, $30 off. All you have to do is use code PITCH7 upon checkout. And the best thing about today, you know what it is?
Well, I know it's Taco Tuesday, right?
It is Taco Tuesday, but it's also $2 Tuesday over at Sports Memo. We have 3 amazing handicappers today. We have Dr. Chuck, Tim Michael, and Buster Sports. $2 a piece for each of their plays, or you can get all 3 for just the low price of $5.
And by the way, guys, in case you missed some of those discounts, they're going to be scrolling through the course of the show right across the bottom of the screen. So you won't be able to miss out on those because the customer appreciation you receive in Sports Memo is unrivaled. While we're talking about $2 Tuesday, my good friend Dr. Chuck, who is is the best technical analyst I've ever seen. And I've been doing this since I had hair. I will tell you that's how good he is. I want to ask him a question. He's doing a $2 Tuesday, and I got to tell you, man, I love when he does $2 Tuesdays because he gives away like everything. I love him. No, he gives so much value out. Sometimes he puts bonus plays in each of his plays. And I love that about him because he wants you, the viewer, the guys that are following us, to really maximize your profits. And he is as good as I've ever seen in the business. Doc, let me ask you this. The last few days, we've seen some teams make some trades. The Yankees traded for a hitter. They traded for Montes last night. I know San Diego gives away a closer. They get a closer. So are we done seeing some of these big trades? And does this mean these teams that are trading and to better the team are really going to make a push for the second half of the season? Doc, I want you to take the floor.
Well, first off, no way are the trades done. I think it ends at 6 p.m. Eastern time today. I think it's going to be a wild day with some names that are certain to move. You mentioned it. The Yankees already, got a consolation prize, didn't get Luis Castillo, who was widely seen to be the guy they wanted. They did go get Montes, so that shores up a little bit of that injury in the rotation to make sure they can go full season. I bet the Mariners aren't done making moves. Juan Soto, obviously, is the big piece here. It sounds like they're down to the Dodgers and Padres. It's hard to imagine the Padres getting Hader yesterday and then Juan Soto today and Tatis in a couple weeks. It's pretty daunting. Probably something Joe D'Amico would be pumped about as not a big fan of the Dodgers. But no, I think the moves are nowhere near done. There's plenty of pieces to move, consolation prizes all over the place. Some teams like the Rangers could be in on this. Jeff brought it up before we went on air. If I mention some names, they're probably on the chopping block. Yesterday, I hoped Trey Mancini would not get traded because he's the heart and soul of the Orioles. And within a half hour of the show, he went to the Astros. But yeah, I think some of the rich are getting richer. And if the Dodgers were to pull off something with Juan Soto, it would be insane. And so I'm kind of pulling for that not to be the case, as well as definitely the Cardinals not to get him. But no, there's several teams like the Reds and Cubs and Nationals. And Jeff is reminding me that Josh Bell is almost definitely going to be gone. And then back to the Yankees. Joey Gallo should be put out of his misery, and hopefully by the end of the day, end up in a market where he can actually hit the baseball is the hopes. But yeah, lots of moves, I think, today. Lots and lots of moves. And Juan Soto sweepstakes might be the best of the decade.
Well, guys, I gave you a little wind up into it, and he smashed it out of the park. Dr. Chuck, as you usually do. Doc, you're the best technical guy I've ever seen, and we appreciate you giving us your input on that. Now, you're doing a $2 Tuesday today. You're doing some great work over at Sports Memo. I see you all over the leaderboards. Before you give out your free play, our first of 5 free plays you're going to be giving on the show today, guys. Can you tell everybody what you're excited about on the premium side tonight, and then give out your free play? Doctor, making the house call. The floor is yours.
So yeah, definitely the $2 play. We have been really hammering in and sharpening our systems with the tennis tournaments, both ATP and WTA. Our tennis plays are up 60 units just since last weekend, hammering down a lot of our PGA systems. With our PGA plays, we're not long shot type plays. We don't really play guys to win. We play more system plays based on course, based on previous play, and more top 20, top 40, more higher unit, not sure thing type plays, but we're not looking for a big boom or bust here. We're looking more for consistency. And baseball, we've turned it around. We did have a 10-game streak going into last night and lost it on that nerfy of that Cedric Mullins, I guess, home run that lost it on the first batter there. But what we're looking at tonight, and don't forget, $2 play. Tim Michael, Let's Talk on Twitter, Don Buster Sports. Get them all for just $5. It's an unbelievable deal. Like I said, get the $2 play, get all 3 $2 plays. But I like all access. I want you to go all access. I get plays up all throughout the day. Try to get them up as quick as I can. But using a deal on all access, people have already been doing that today, and I think that's the best way to go because you're going to get the golf plays and the tennis plays as well as our baseball and WNBA. So it's the best way to go. Use those codes and get a discount and try us out. We're number 1 on 3, 7, and 30 at the moment, and trying to stay there. So as we lead into the meet and greet, less people want to meet me and punch me in the face because of college. I want to build up some good graces and forget college basketball. So we're looking tonight at a game in the NL Central, and I brought them up as far as the trade deadline goes. And if you look right now at lineups, obviously David Ross hasn't put out his lineup card yet for the game tonight, except we know Keegan Thompson is probably going to be the starter and should be the starter. I would play him as listed, but Adam Wainwright will be starting for the Cardinals. The Cardinals are making moves to make a playoff push. They know they don't have to deal with Josh Hader anymore. Wild card spots are at a premium, and the Cardinals need every win they can get. Haven't performed great in spots like this, especially against teams like the Cubs that they should beat. But as David Ross looks at filling out the lineup card, when you look at it right now as a projected lineup, in the 2-hole is Wilson Contreras. He won't be there. In the 3-hole is Ian Happ, and he won't be there. And so when you're just taking into account that 2 of the 3 or 4 best players in the Cubs lineup are going to be gone by the time the first pitch happens because they have to be traded before the deadline, which is before the first pitch of the game, there's just too much value. The Cardinals are going to be trying to add pieces, and they might even try to, get a consolation if they can't get Juan Soto in Contreras or Happ, which would be like switching dugouts in this game. Adam Wainwright hasn't been himself and, is in the twilight of his career. Whether or not this is it or not, I think it will be. But if you want to take the money line, it's a little juicy, but it's a lot more of a sure thing. I like the run line here, even at a home team, because you're getting plus money like you would on a home team. But the Cubs are done. Joe talks about this a lot on the show, and I think it's more because he's a Cubs hater, but I think it's a combination of the fact that they stink. But, we're just talking that the Cardinals are going to just need 3, 4, 5 runs in this spot. I don't think their offense is going to be able to put anything up. They've kind of been putting a lot of money in people's pockets on the run line in July, and I think that's what gets us a little better line here. And I think the Cardinals whip them. And with the way that the morale's got to be in that locker room, and we've heard of it publicly, I don't see the Cubs doing much at all tonight. So I love the value. I don't think the Cardinals need a lot of runs to cover the run line, and I think this is going to be a pretty solid cash.
Great stuff by the doctor himself, Dr. Chuck. Guys, he's doing some great work over at Sports Memo. He's also a featured $2 capper. Now, you can't beat the value you get on the $2 play, $2 capper, $2 Tuesdays, or the 3 cappers for $5. But I want you to know, Dr. Chuck did ring a bell because I'm going to tell you now, he puts out a lot of content. He puts it out through the day. So those all-day programs, those all-access programs will be perfect and ideal. You really do save a lot of money with somebody specifically like the doctor. Get the 3 cappers for $5 because it's a steal. But follow the doctor on one of those all-access passes. I'm going to tell you now, pays for itself in no time. Doc, great breakdown. Thank you. We're going to go now to somebody who's crushing it. We might have taken off a little bit of time from doing videos, but Dionne and myself did not take any time off from being on leaderboards or crushing books. As a matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, didn't you have 2 10-unit plays the other day in the same day?
I did.
And how they do?
They went 2-0.
2-0. By the way, your 10 and 5 units are just killing it.
They are.
Killing it. I'm known as the best big game hunter on the planet. That moniker was given to me by you, the viewers. But I'll tell you what,
I think
somebody's might be knocking me off my throne pretty soon because she is killing it in not 1 but 2 sports right now. Your MLB is on fire.
It is. It's on fire.
And somebody's still at the top of near the top of the WNBA leaderboard.
I am. And one of those 10 unit plays one was on WNBA the other day and one was on MLB.
And you won them both.
And I won them both.
My God, winning runs in that family. I'm telling you right now, guys.
And another nice winner yesterday.
Listen, we didn't even need steroids to win in this family. It's not like the Bonses or the Roses. Anyway, guys, let me tell you right now, she's doing some great work over at Sports Memo and multiple sports. Plus, guys, you may not know this. Guess who finished number 2 in college football last year? The First Lady of Las Vegas. That's documented over at Sports Memo. She's got some discounted packages already up in football, but she's going to tell you about what she's got going on today on the premium side, and she's got another free winner. You had a free winner yesterday on the show.
I had a free winner yesterday on a total and won that one.
There you go. Dionne, take it away, darling.
All right. Like Joey did say with another winner yesterday in baseball, I'm 75% my last 16 MLB releases. Today, I have just one big winner for you. My 71% MLB round tripper, and it's posted right now over at Sports Memo for just $7. $7. That's right. And today's free play is going to take place on the Diamond, where the Milwaukee Brewers take on the Pittsburgh Pirates at PNC Park. Right now, these 2 teams are striding in opposite directions. Milwaukee has won 7 of their last 8 games and own the top spot in the NL Central, while the Pirates, on the other hand, have been struggling, losing 7 straight games and sit in last place in the NL Central. They are horrible. I'm sorry. Today, Corbin Burns and Bryce Wilson take the mound. Corbin, he's 8-4 with a 2.31 ERA, and in his last 8 starts, he is 5-0 with a 2.08 ERA. In 18 career games, including 6 starts, Burns is a perfect 6-0 with a 2.63 ERA against the Pirates. Wilson, he's 1-6 with a 6.31 ERA, and in 4 starts, he is 1-2 with a 3.27 ERA. And in 5 appearances, including 4 starts against the Brewers, Wilson is 1-2 with a 4.30 ERA. The Pirates right now are 0-6 in their last 6 games following a loss, 0-5 in their last 5 games versus a right-handed starter, 0-5 in their last 5 games played on the road, and 2-12 in their last 14 overall. So guess who I'm going to take? I am taking the Brewers on the run line here, guys.
First Lady of Vegas is take the Brewers. And when you're hot, baby, and you are hot. Guys, I'll tell you right now, she's all over leaderboards. She finished number 2 in college football last year. I'm going to tell you this. She's got some great packages up right now that is going to save you money on these seasons, these early bird packages. They will save you a lot of money, but they're not going to be available for very much longer.
That's right.
So saving your money is just as good as making your money. Go follow Dionne over at Sports Memo. Let's go to Mr. Eric Pauly, who he's going to be taking a vacation very shortly. Is that correct, Eric?
Yeah, I'm headed out of the country actually tomorrow evening.
Where can you tell everybody where you're going?
Yeah, so I'm doing a little trip in Europe, doing a little Nordic tour, flying into Amsterdam, taking a flight then to Copenhagen, going to Bergen, and then finishing off in Stockholm. I land back in New York on the 17th, and I'll be headed to Las Vegas on the 19th for the Wager Talk meet and greet. So I'll be very, very busy these next 3 weeks.
Now, just so everybody knows, we'd like to make it clear, will you be posting while you're on vacation, posting games?
I will certainly be posting pics while we're on vacation.
Guys, let me tell you, the guy's going to some of the most beautiful locales in the world, but he's not going to let you down. He's still going to be posting pics. That's how dedicated Eric Pauly is. And I want to say, Eric, you did a great job last week. And we know we're going to be seeing more of you hosting on doing a lot more content, video content. You're doing great work. He's going to tell you what he's got going on the premium side tonight, and then he's going to give you a free winner. EP, take it away, baby.
Yeah, of course. So today is actually a monumental day, at least in my world, but definitely for the viewers out there. So as most of you know, if you were following the full count show the last couple of days last week, I have an NFL preseason preview. It is 68 pages long, 24,000 words, breaking down every single team. They're projected. Basically, I used the betting market's projected win total for every NFL team, and I more or less wrote a thesis on whether or not I think that team is overvalued, undervalued, or efficiently valued by the betting market. That is going live today, ideally, honestly, within the next couple of hours. I know our team at SportsFM was working really hard behind the scenes to get that up for you guys. So thank you to that team. And it'll be for free to download. There will be a discount code for my seasonal NFL pass with that. And I also have my top 6 NFL win total bets as well. So after seeing that preview, definitely take a look at what I have in terms of an NFL season package and the actual best bets from this package. But man, I'm really excited for everybody to get this free download from Sports Memo of my NFL preseason win totals for all 32 NFL teams.
Great stuff. Eric, why don't you take it away with your free play then tonight?
Of course. So again, keep a look at that, and I'll be tweeting that out so everybody can see. It'll be for free on Sports Memo. But we're going to go to the Diamond today for my free play. I've still been doing fantastic on MLB picks. I'm 3-1 on my last 4, even though they've been spaced out. And I cashed another 5-unit winner last night with the Baltimore Orioles on that run line. Looking at today, though, we're looking at an NL East matchup between the Phillies and the Braves. The Phillies have quietly, they kind of were struggling a little bit out of the All-Star break, but they're still in this race in the NL East and in the wild card. They're only about 6.5 games behind the Braves for second place. The Braves have a huge 5-game series with the Mets coming up this weekend, and as well as this 2 games with the Phillies. A lot of shifting in the NL East could happen right before our eyes over the course of this next week. But for this matchup, my free play is going to be on the total. Looking at the pitching matchup, we have Nick Nelson going for the Phillies. It will actually be his first start of the season. He's predominantly a reliever. His stats are okay. 3-1 on the year, 3.94 ERA, 1.31 WHIP, which isn't great, but a 2.95 FIP, which is a really nice stat. But the Braves have already seen him. He logged an inning against them last week in their series, and he allowed 1 run on 2 hits and a walk in 1 inning of work. In limited, but still enough time to get a little bit of a grip on Nelson on the road. He's got a 5.12 ERA and a 1.5 WHIP. His FIP is really nice on the road, but it's just not enough of a sample size to get really excited about that. And thinking about Nelson, he's only going to pitch realistically 3 innings at absolute max, and that's if the Braves don't hit him around after the first or second. The Phillies bullpen isn't great, so they'll definitely subject the Braves to a lot of runs. On the Braves side, however, you have Spencer Strider going, the rookie sensation, 5-3 on the year, 2.91 ERA, 1.02 WHIP, and a 2.17 FIP. But he faced the Phillies last week on the 26th, and he allowed only 1 run on 3 hits in 6 innings. But since this is going to be the second time they've seen him, and Strider actually is slightly worse than his splits at home, I'm expecting the Braves to be scoring more of the runs in this game. But the line has moved up to 8.5. I got it this morning at 8, actually. So nice to always see some value in that number. But I'm looking for probably like a 6-3 win for the Atlanta Braves. Got 6 + 3 = 9. Either way, we're going over that 8.5. Whoever wins this game, give me over on that total.
Eric Pauly is doing great work with Sports Memo. Says over Phillies Braves. Eric, you're doing great work there, and to see that you're going on vacation and you're still going to be posting because you don't want to let any of your followers down says a lot about you. It says a lot about the character of the cappers and the quality cappers over at Sports Memo. My hat's off to you. But I did realize something during your breakdown. I was sitting here, and I'm a sunny guy. I like to go to like the islands and stuff like that because I'm a sunshine guy. But I figured out why you're going to Amsterdam, because you like to be whipped so much. They got that red light district, and I just figured it out. Dr.Chuck was laughing during it because he figured it out too. We know you like to be whipped. That's okay. No problem. There you go in Amsterdam.
So do you.
Go have fun. You aren't supposed to tell everybody that. So, no, I'm just messing, guys. Eric, go follow Eric Pauly over at Sports Memo, guys. I'm going to tell you he's a winner. If you follow him, you will be too. Let's go to the sexy and savory Jeff Michaels. We're going to change Jeff Michaels' nickname from JM Sports to Machine Gun Michaels because he is a big Machine Gun Kelly fan. We've been talking about him for the last few weeks. He's going to be seeing him soon in concert. We just saw him a few weeks ago. Machine Gun Michaels is here. And, guys, I like to mess with Jeff. He is the youngest guy on the panel, I believe. Because he keeps letting me know he's a lot younger than me. But I like Jeff a lot. He does some great work over at Sports Memo. And I really I want to say, Jeff, I think you did a lot of good work the last few weeks. Thank you for picking up a lot of the slack left by me and Dionne because we set a precedence. We set a standard out there for the type of quality work, and you reached that bar and you went over it. So thank you for all the work you did the last few weeks. And we know we're going to be seeing you too a lot more video content for Sports Memo. And I know you've got some great and exciting things happening tonight on the premium side. So why don't you tell everybody about that? Then go into another free play winner for everyone. Jeff, the floor is yours.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to being able to host those videos moving forward. I do just want to say, Joe, you may be surprised to know that I'm not going to be talking about anybody getting whipped in the entirety of my free play. But that doesn't change the fact that right now we're running in number 2 since July 1st in MLB action. So we've been hot on the diamond. Another winner last night on an exciting one that, hey, I'm going to talk about the same game today, actually. We're 8-3 in the last 11 on 4-unit or higher sides plays. And there's plenty of winners to be won, especially with the great deals that are being passed along. You got Dr.Chuck, $2, 3 cappers for $5. And you got some awesome all access, like Dr.Chuck also mentioned, deals running below on the bottom to check out the plays that we got going too. So haven't got my best bet posted for today in the MLB action yet, but I do have my ideas in mind, and it will be posted shortly after the video today on here. But in terms of today's best bet free play for you on the first family, I'm looking at this Cleveland game taking on Arizona today. Exciting winner, depending on what side of the game you were on yesterday, but exciting 11th inning walk-off for Ahmed Rosario. And today for this price with Tristan McKenzie on the mound and the way he's been pitching, I couldn't pass up the opportunity to jump on this Cleveland team again today. They lead the way between these two teams in basically every statistical category, pitching and batting, outside of walks and home runs. And Arizona's struggled all season, but dating back to just May 11th, the Diamondbacks are just 2-16 as a dog against right-handed pitchers with an ERA under 3.50. And they're losing those games by 3 runs per game. And when they're on the road, they're 0-12 in that situation, losing by over 3.5 runs a game. And Tristan McKenzie, as I mentioned, has been impressive on the year. He's got a 3.16 ERA. And the Guardians are 12-6 in his 18 starts. And at home, he's been even better. He's 3-1, and his ERA is just 2.89. And the team's 5-1 in those 6 starts. Not to mention Cleveland's undefeated with McKenzie on the mound as a home favorite. And they're allowing just 1 combined run as a team in those games. Arizona's lost 5 of the last 6 Gallon starts after the team lost the day before. And Arizona's impressive, just in a bad sense, 23-71 versus starting pitchers who strike out 4 more batters like McKenzie in the last 2 years, and just 16-47 in that same 2-year stretch after their bullpen threw 13 or more innings in the last 3 games. So they got a tired bullpen. Cleveland's won 5 out of the last 7, and they put up 6 runs yesterday to get an exciting win. They bounced back well, or they played well in game 2 after winning the opener, winning 6 out of the last 8. So I like Cleveland again to take game 2 in this series against Arizona.
Sports fans, he told you himself, he's doing great work over at Sports Memo, and numbers don't lie. Go follow Jeff. He's telling you the Cleveland Guardians. And I will say Jeff is very, very knowledgeable on many teams in the MLB. But when he talks about the Cleveland Guardians, whether it's for or against, I listen, and you should too. He knows his stuff. But moreover, go follow him in those premium plays. You'll follow him all the way to the bank. Everybody's going to be coming on. And in just a moment, I'm going to bring them all backstage because I'm very excited today.
You're up to bat.
I'm up to bat, guys. And you know what that means? adjust the volumes, guys, because I am excited about what's going on today, my friends. My baseball just keeps getting you paid. Just over the last 3+ weeks, $100 bettors are up $5,102, and that's documented. All right, today I have 2 big MLB winners for you. I have my 52 and 24 home run play and my grand slam play, which are on what? A 6-0 run. Get both today in a discounted 2-pack. You get them both individually, but I have them up because I want to make sure that to save you money, because saving you money is just as good as making you money. I have them up right now on a 2-pack, $15. I got to tell you guys, I am going to continue to win. Go follow me over at Sports Memo. This is great. The discounts that Dean and I have great. The handicapper on the show is great. And the customer appreciation you get at Sports Memo is unrivaled. Let's go into today's free play. Guys, today's free play takes place between 2 teams that have come a long way since the start of the season and trying to earn a postseason spot. You know, those wild card spots are not easy to come by these days. And I'm talking about a matchup between the biggest surprise in the American League East, the Baltimore Orioles, and a team that's making a play in the American League West in the Texas Rangers. The Orioles are currently 2.5 games back of a wild card spot, while the Rangers sit 8 games back of that slot. These 2 teams have faced each other 4 times in 2022, with 3 of those games going where? Over the total. I think you like that, huh? You made me laugh. Game 1 of this series yesterday had a combined 9 runs scored, 4 and over. My friends, I truly do feel that we're going to be seeing the same outcome today, and that's a lot of scoring. Scheduled starters here: Jordan Lyles, Spencer Howard. Lyles 7-8 on the campaign, 4.56. Howard 2-2 with a 5.93. Neither starter has really pitched with any real consistency. Both offenses account for about 4.5 runs per game, but both pitching staffs have left a lot to be desired, guys. These bullpens are not great. On top of that, my friend, the over is 7-1. The Orioles' last 8 versus right-handed starters, and 10-4-2, and their last 16 versus the AL West. For Texas, the over is 9-3, last 12 at home, 8-1 the last 9 during Game 2 of the series. I'm looking for a lot of scoring in this matchup. Once again, take the over here. It's currently 8.5. I like it too, but go over to Sports Memo. Go get those 2 big MLB plays for today. Even better, follow me for the rest of the MLB season. We've got a huge discount. Let's bring everybody back. Couple announcements. We're going to run down the free plays. Dionne, you got some announcements for everybody.
We do. Joey and I have that second half of MLB for just $2.99. All you have to do is use code 1STFAM299 upon checkout. And for any of the amazing handicappers on the First Family Show this week, you can get $30 off any 7-day package or any 7-day MLB package. All you have to do is use code PITCH7 upon checkout. And it is also $2 Tuesday over at Sports Memo. We have Dr. Chuck, Tim Michaels, and Buster Sports, $2 a piece, or you can get all 3 of their amazing picks for $5.
And once again, you can't get a lap dance at a Boulder Highway strip club for $5, and you got to see those chicks. Oh my God! Anyway, I haven't seen them personally. I heard rumors. Anyway, Dionne, don't forget.
You're doing the show this afternoon.
Doing you later on. Anyway, don't forget to tune into the Full Count MLB Sports Betting Coverage Show live today, 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern, as I am back in the host chair, guys. Joining me is the Southern Assassin, Rocky Atkinson, and the body himself, Mr. Jesse Schul. So tune into that before you make any of your final Tuesday baseball betting decisions. Say that's
tongue twister.
That's a tongue twister. My friends, my friends, go to Sports Memo's Twitter page.
Yes.
Because we have the best collection of cappers anywhere on the planet. We each post tons of free content there. You get futures, you get odds, you get columns by the great Eric Pauly. And also, Dionne, they've got to follow all our buddies here on Twitter.
They do. Don't forget to follow Jeff Michaels over at JM Sports CLE, Eric Pauly at Slime Action, Dr. Chuck at Dr. Chuck Sports. You can find me over at the First Lady of Vegas, and Joey over at Joe D'Amico Wins.
But we're not done yet, guys. We want to run down the free plays for everyone. Am I correct?
That's right.
Okay. Let's run into Dr. Chuck. What'd you have for everybody today?
Tonight we're looking at the Cardinals on the run line against the Cubs at home.
The First Lady of Las Vegas?
I am taking the Brewers.
EP, Eric Pauly.
Braves, Phillies, over 8.5.
Machine Gun Michaels, what you got, baby?
Got Cleveland taking down Arizona again tonight.
And your sexy and savory host is taking the Orioles Rangers over 8.5. Dia, can you take us out of here, please?
I absolutely can. So don't forget to tune in the rest of this week for some more free winners with some special guests on behalf of Sports Memo. Jeff Michaels, Eric Pauly, Dr. Chuck, and us, the First Family of Vegas.
Everyone out there, good luck and have a winning day.